It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Hey, everybody, Mike Donahue here, and you are on Monday Night with Mike. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, all that mess. I am so glad you guys are with me today. Hopefully, you saw your picture in that big collage of pictures that we put up. Sorry if I didn't get your picture up there, if I didn't mention your school. By the way, I've been in several schools this fall, and I want to mention some of them real fast. If I miss you, I'm really sorry, but I looked at my calendar today, kind of wrote down all the schools I've been in. This has been the busiest fall I've had all year. So Kimball, these are the schools in Nebraska: Kimball, Sydney, St. Paul, Seward, actually St. John in Seward, Twin Cedars, Iowa. This is Illinois schools, Lamoille. I don't know how to say that. Lamoille High School, Hall High School, Midland Middle School, Perkins County in Nebraska, Hay Springs in Nebraska, Mitchell in Nebraska, Creek Valley in Nebraska, Sioux County in Nebraska, and then Anderson Middle School in Michigan, and Ford. Yeah, they get mad at me because I said Hemingford. But anyways, so yeah. Hey, it's been a great fall, and I'm really glad you guys are on this today. Monday Night with Mike. We are going to be doing something a little different, but I want to talk about something today. Today is my birthday, and I'm gonna have you guess how old I am. How many of you think I'm over 60? How many think I'm under 60? Those of you that said under 60, you're wrong. Today, I am 63 years old. I could be your grandparent, some of you, and that's kind of weird. Like, even just saying it like that is just weird, because of really that age, I'm not supposed to connect with kids as well as I do. And it sounds like I'm bragging on myself, but I know that I do, right? And the day I figure out that I don't anymore, I'm going to stop doing this. But I know from the feedback I get from principals and students, especially students, that I'm connecting into their world. I don't want to stop doing this. I won't stop doing it until that day happens, and hopefully it'll be a long time from now. But the bottom line is why is that important? Because I am 63, which means I've lived a lot of life, right? I've seen a lot of things. I've started my own business. I worked in a church. I raised 5 kids. I've been through relationships. I've been betrayed. I've had victories. I've had somebody love me intensely. I've had um, people walk away from me. I mean, the life experiences I've had is immense, partly because I'm older, right? And I've been around. I've spoke all over the country. I've been with politicians. I've been with people with money. I've sat in the room with billionaires. I have sat in the room with 13-year-old kids who are hurting and broken. And man, the life experiences that I've had, I'm really proud of. I'm not proud of every moment, of course, nobody is, but I'm proud of the mileage I've put on my life and the things I've been able to do, and I wanna give that away, right? I think most adults would like the opportunity to be able to take their wisdom from their life and share it with younger people to help them with their life, right? But here's the thing, a lot of times that does not happen, and it's not because of you. It really isn't. I mean, I think there's some things you can do, and I am gonna talk to you about that towards the end of this, but a lot of the gap between what adults have experienced in your life is because of them. It's because they don't know how to put up a bridge to your life. One of the things that I'm doing with what I do in schools is I have a parent presentation and a book that I wrote for them called Talking to Brick Walls. And it's all about connecting. It's all about them connecting to you, because I think the burden or the responsibility for that to happen, for that bridge to come together, for that, those 2 generations to come together is not on you. It's on us. It's on us. I spent a lot of time really thinking through what I'm going to say and how I'm going to communicate with you, because that matters, right? If I just get up and start pouring all my information that I have on you and just, hey, here's my life, here's, take this and eat this, that's just stupid, right? Like, really what I want to do is cut up the meat for you to eat it. I mean, that sounds really gross, but basically, they cut up that wisdom and put it in a way that's palatable that you can consume it, right? Otherwise, if I'm just trying to jam this wisdom down your throat like a lot of adults do, it doesn't do anything, right? It ends up really kinda making you angry, and that's one of the things I think that I'm trying to help adults with is like, look, you have a lot of wisdom, you have a lot of stuff that you can share with younger people, but if you just, if you judge them, if you, try to shove this information down their throat, if you minimize their experience, because this is what a lot of times that bridge doesn't go up because that's what happens. Like we don't take the time to really understand where you're coming from. One of the things I've learned about life is that people don't mind change, but they don't like loss in that change, right? If they feel like they lost something in that change, then they get defensive and they attack, right? And I that's what I really think what's happening with adults, with young people. The phones are freaking adults out because, there is a whole different world that we didn't grow up with. It's changed. Like the world has changed. You are on your phones, not just on your phones, but you have a whole life that's wrapped up in your social world that is different than the way we grew up. And that's a change. And sometimes when, like I said, when people experience change, they don't like the loss, and if they're like, "Oh, I don't understand that. I don't understand why kids are so wrapped up," and they make their statements, and they judge you, and they criticize, and I'll be honest, there's an attack. It almost feels hostile, right, from adults to young people, which what frustrates me about that is that you lose on that. You lose the wisdom that we have that we could share with you about life, and that stinks because, again, I have a lot of wisdom and because I've lived a long time and I've been through a bunch of stuff. So I would love and that's one of the like highlights of my life is being able to take what I know and give it to people, right? And you, quite frankly, this is gonna sound like I'm insulting you, but you need that. You need that because you're coming into this world, you've got all this energy and all these hormones and all these things are happening and this fight for independence and this brave new world you're going into when you get out of high school, you're going into college or going into the workforce. This is a crazy world. And what an awesome thing to be able to extract information from some people that have lived life. And so that's the whole idea of value up is I'm an older guy going into a high school, middle school, and sharing life lessons and sharing my story, hopefully to be able to bridge over into your life so you can understand some some concepts and some life skills. I can give you some life skills to get through some of these really hard times. And that's a gift that we should give you, right? But a lot of times that doesn't happen, and so I'm not gonna stop doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it as long as I can, because of that reason, because I know that it's needed. And up until now, I was at a school last week, Hemmingford, and it went so well, and the feedback that I got from kids was, "You related with us, you understand us, you think you know what's going on." And that's a skill. That's I work on that. I work on that, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I try not to get too weird with it in the sense that it'd be weird if I knew everything that was going on in your generation, right? If I talked all the lingo and even the 6'7" thing that everybody's been doing, it's getting kinda old now, but, that I mean, for an older guy to get up and do that or, I have to watch my boundaries and be able to make sure that I'm not creepy. You know what I mean? Like I want to know what's going on in your life, but I don't want to know too much because again, that's a little weird. I have to respect my adult life and who I am and put that boundary up. Also understanding where you're coming from at the same time. And I've met some teachers across this country that I really respect that they know how to do that. And so it's awesome to be able to connect with them. And I have friends of mine that I know like really know how to do that as well. And so, all right. So why am I saying all this? Because today is my birthday, and a present to me from you would be to watch this and to glean from this. And I've decided something. I'm going to do a Monday night with Mike at least for the rest of this year. I'm going to do a Monday night with Mike every Monday night. So it's a little bit of work for me, but I want to do it because again, I've had this conviction in my heart to be able to share my life with you. And not every Monday night's going to be earth shattering. Sometimes they're going to be, just kind of boring me talking. I don't know. I'll have some guests on. I'm going to get creative and try to do the best I can. But my heartbeat is to give away something precious, give away some of the knowledge I have. And so I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. I'm going to give you my email address. It's miked@value-up.org. And I want you to email me or you can comment on this, on this YouTube video if you want. However you want to do it, but get a hold of me and ask me specific questions, right? If you want me to use your name, I will. If you don't want me to use your name, I won't. But basically, ask me some questions about life, and you can get personal, like as personal as you want. I mean, I went through trauma growing up. I went through, betrayal. I had a dad that left, a mom that was hard. You guys have heard the story. So, I mean, there's a lot I can give away to you that that's coming not from a book or some head knowledge, but from life knowledge, right? I started a business. I've been around some really awesome people. I've been around crazy people. I've dealt with a lot of different things in my life. And so I want to share that. I want to give that away to you. So Mike D at value-up.org. Send an email and ask the questions, and we'll cover those questions. We'll cover some more stuff too. But I really look forward to doing this. I'm gonna spend this year every Monday night with Mike, doing some things that hopefully will help you navigate your life. And so I want next Monday night on the 22nd, December 22nd, I'm going to be talking about family drama. I'm going to be talking about Christmas because some of fa la 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 la, like Christmas is coming and it's like, oh, that means family reunions. That means families coming together. And that's not good for everybody, right? I mean, some people, that's awesome. You can't wait to see your uncle, John or whatever, because he's cool and whatever. But there's some people that Uncle John's kind of crazy. And so, there's things like that. So I want to share that next week on how to navigate the holidays and all that different stuff. So we'll see you next week on Monday Night with Mike. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you soon. Bye.